Hi, my name is Darren Henry, and I lead the product marketing team for the ITOM and ITSM products at Atlassian. I thank you for joining my virtual session. It's entitled Crushing Incidents with DevOps Agility. I'm not going to keep on my webcam during the presentation. I don't think my face adds a lot to the content. But I wanted to introduce myself and kick off the session. At Atlassian, we believe that incidents are inevitable. And as a practitioner and early adopter of DevOps and Agile methodologies, we think there's a lot you can do to accelerate your time to resolution. That's what this presentation is all about. I hope to not only teach you a little bit about our vision and what we're investing in our products, but give you some ideas that will help you reduce the time it takes to resolve incidents. So let's get started. I think a good place for me to start is to define what I mean when I say incident. It's an event that causes a disruption or a reduction in the quality of a service. It requires an emergency response. And believe me, incidents are going to happen. If you Google major service disruptions, you'll see every month there are many that occur. Just this week, Dunkin' Donuts mobile app was having issues. That's a major catastrophe in the Boston area where I live. Now, ITIC calculated that the daily costs of incidents are about $4 billion. Gartner stated it was even higher. Any way you cut it, incidents suck and they're expensive. Now, we believe that the operation teams that deal with incidents are either IT or dev teams, but they look at incidents through slightly different lenses. The IT teams are responsible for numerous services. They often are made aware from people reporting issues, and in the case of major incidents, several teams may need to be involved to get to a resolution. Dev teams are focused on the services they deploy. Real-time monitoring is critical because incidents often arise due to the high frequency of change. Most incidents have to do with either a code change or a third-party service. Atlassian is investing and focused on incident management. We not only develop, but use our own products like Opsgenie to manage alerts and on-call schedules, Status Page to communicate outages to customers and stakeholders, and Jira software as well as Jira Service Desk to manage service requests, and also the work associated with restoring services and fixing the underlying problems. We are focused on empowering dev and ops teams to respond to, resolve, and learn from every incident. And in each of these areas, we think there are big opportunities for improving things. To be clear, all this is more important when you have embraced an agile mentality. We place the whole monitoring and incident management practice firmly on the right side of the DevOps infinity loop, and we recognize that delays here often kill your entire DevOps momentum. So let's talk about practical and tactical ways to improve how you respond, resolve, and learn from every incident. We'll start with respond. Now, over the last 2 years, most companies we've talked to have automated their incident response. They started programmatically managing alerts and on-call schedules. If you haven't done this yet, it's the first step you should take to really gain efficiency in incident management. Now, we strive to make this easy with Opsgenie. Opsgenie integrates with all monitoring tools and manages your on-call schedules. A great tactic to improve your team's understanding of alerts is to normalize the way they're displayed to your teams. Here you can see an alert from AWS CloudWatch. It may be a little confusing, and I recognize it's hard to see in this slide, but it has to do with a Lambda execution failure. Well, we can take this alert and reformat it with Opsgenie so that the information is clearer. We can specify the source, the issue, and the region right within the name of the alert. What's really nice is you can normalize all the alerts from other tools like Datadog, New Relic, and Splunk so that they appear in a similar fashion. Responders see the information in a consistent way, and they're spending less time deciphering the alert. When an alert is of high priority, we can write a rule that will escalate it to a major incident so that response teams are alerted. And if you're not familiar with Opsgenie, it will notify response teams using on-call schedules and escalations. In fact, we use different notification channels, including push notifications, SMS, voice calls, emails, and chat. So no matter where your team is, critical alerts are never missed. We have some practical advice regarding resolving incidents as well. Collaboration is essential, so we recommend you tie your incident management tools to your favorite collaboration methods. Now, Opsgenie has an incident command center. It has built-in video conferencing, chat, and incident timelines. It can spawn a virtual war room immediately when an incident occurs, and it can direct teams to that room right within their notifications. We recognize that many of our customers prefer Zoom for video conferencing, so we enabled Zoom to be used alongside their command center. That link can be included in the notifications. We also saw that people prefer Slack and Microsoft Teams, so we built strong integrations with those products. So here you can see individual Slack channels can be used for each incident. Our tools invite all responders, post the critical information in the header of the channel, and enable responders to take action. Finally, any message that occurs in Slack can be easily recorded back in the incident timeline to keep track of every important action that was taken. So the practical advice is to utilize the collaboration processes and tools that your response teams like and be very flexible in allowing that. You'll get the most efficient collaboration. And we recognize that quickly investigating the root cause also drastically accelerates incident resolution. And I mentioned earlier that in DevOps environments, many incidents are caused by code deployments. To determine if this is the case,